It's 12:47 a.m. You're doom scrolling Zillow like it's a horror movie. Every house that isn't falling apart costs $500,000. One has a kitchen straight out of 2004, another has carpet the color of oatmeal, the basement looks like a place ghosts pay rent. And yet, the listing says, perfect starter home. Meanwhile, you're doing mental gymnastics with your salary like, did I miss a raise? Did the economy glitch? Or did housing just lose its mind? Spoiler, it's not you, it's the math. And the math is savage. Today, we're doing something real estate agents absolutely hate. We're figuring out who can actually afford a $500,000 home in 2026. Not who the bank will approve, but who can buy one and still sleep at night. Because qualifying for a mortgage and being able to live your life are two very different things. The reality check. In a lot of US cities right now, $500,000 isn't luxury, it's the minimum. Not a mansion, not a dream home, a basic 3-bed, 2-bath box with a yard the size of a yoga mat. And here's the disconnect. Median household income in the US is about $84,000. So we're asking people making $84K to buy houses that cost 6 times their annual income. That should already make your brain go, yeah, something's off. But everyone tells you it's fine. Your mortgage broker says you're approved. Your parents bought a house on one income. Some TikTok kid is flipping houses with no money down. So what's the problem? The problem is this. Everyone has redefined affordable into something dangerous. The down payment lie. Old school rule is 20% down. On a $500,000 house, that's $100,000 in cash. Median savings in the US? About $8,000. So you're not a little short, you're $92,000 short. So let's say you save 10% of your income, which almost nobody actually does. On $84K a year, that's $8,400 saved per year. It would take 12 years to get that down payment, assuming prices never go up, which they will. So most people skip the 20% and put down 5 to 10%. Congrats, you just unlocked a new subscription, PMI, Private Mortgage Insurance, a monthly fee you pay because you're not rich enough yet. It doesn't protect you, it protects the bank. That's $200 to $400 per month for the crime of being normal. The real monthly cost. Let's say you put 10% down. House price, $500,000. Down payment, $50,000. Loan, $450,000. At today's interest rates, your mortgage alone is about $2,800 per month, principal and interest. Now let's add reality. Property taxes, about $500 per month, home insurance, about $300 per month, maintenance, $417 per month, PMI, about $300 per month. Total, $4,300 plus just to exist in that house. That house. That's before groceries, before cars, before life. What income does that actually require? Financial advisors say housing should be about 28% of your income. So if $4,300 equals 28%, you'd need to make about $185,000 per year. Even using the looser bank rule, you still need $150,000 plus annually. Only about 10 to 20% of US households make that, which means for most people, a $500,000 house is not affordable, not safely, not sustainably, not without living on edge. What house poor actually feels like. Let's take a couple making $160,000 combined. Sounds great, right? After taxes and deductions, they bring home about $9,500 monthly. Subtract housing, negative $4,300. Left $5,200 for everything else. Now add 2 car payments, negative $800, car insurance, negative $250, gas, negative $300, Student loans, -$600. Health insurance, -$400. Groceries, -$800. Utilities, phones, and internet, -$450. Leftover, about $1,600. That has to cover clothing, kid stuff, medical copays, repairs, entertainment, emergency fund, extra retirement. One broken AC unit equals panic. One job hiccup equals disaster. That's not success. That's survival mode. The trap. The system doesn't care if you're comfortable. It only cares if the deal closes. Sellers want top dollar. Agents want commissions. Banks want 30 years of interest. Nobody gets paid when you say, "This doesn't make sense for me." So people buy anyway. And then they're stuck. Stuck in jobs they hate. Stuck in stress. Stuck one emergency away from chaos. We've normalized this. We call it adulting. We call it building equity. We pretend misery is a rite of passage. It's not. It's a warning sign. The truth nobody tells you. There is no prize for being house poor. There is no trophy for owning walls you can't enjoy. Real wealth is margin in your budget, money left after bills, the ability to breathe, not anxiety wrapped in drywall. What you should actually do. Stop asking, "What do I qualify for?" Start asking, "What can I afford without ruining my life?" If that number is $350K or $300K or renting for now, that's not failure, that's intelligence. Because the real win isn't a granite countertop. The real win is waking up without financial panic.